Were you able to speak with Monseigneur?
No. Minister Necker claims that you are a familiar face.
That old story. This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain. To what do I owe the displeasure of having...
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored...
What luck could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. Nothing that can resist the expertise of our dear Monsieur Bailly. Why don't you ask him for help?
I'll be sure to do so.
Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well, our gunpowder commissioner. I'm sure he'll have no trouble finding you something you can use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Good. I will go and find him.
Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
Monsieur Bailly.
Ah, mademoiselle. I am very pleased to find you here with us within the shelter of these walls.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But I'm an astronomer, mon enfant, not a locksmith. I know my way around lenses, filters, racks and tripods. But I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. God, Monsieur de Mirabeau was joking with you, that's all. Où est-il, ce brave homme? So that we might ask him.
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me? Do you mean he left the convent? That's madness. What was so important that he would put himself in such danger?
Intriguing indeed.
How was your search at the Vaucans?
I found this. I saw Mademoiselle. This letter refers to a hiding place where she often...
I know the place. One day, Eugène and I was a startling almost. The spot is on the edge of the garden, hidden by vegetation.
I found a document written in a script that I was unable to read.
Let me see. Ah, je vois. These pages were written using some sort of shorthand. A variation on Taylor's system, no doubt. I'm wont to use it myself from time to time while jotting down my ideas as they come.
What does it say?
It's a bit difficult to decipher. Je crois. I believe it's an autopsy report. The author writes that the subject died from a large dose of prussic acid.
What is prussic acid?
My apologies, Aegis, but I'm no chemist. You should ask Monsieur Lavoisier.
Goodbye, Monsieur B. Monsieur Lavoisier.
Madame, you're my guardian angel. I don't know anything about you or what drives you, but I owe you my life and can refuse you nothing.
What is prussic acid?
It's a volatile compound extracted from Prussian blue, which is a pigment derived from the cochineal, an insect.
What does it do?
Oh, it's a lethal poison of the most dangerous sort. Though at weaker doses, it merely induces a deep soporific state, or a coma, if you will.
A deadly poison.
Aegis, is everything all right?
I would like to access the contents of a safe that is supposedly unbreakable. Dare I ask for your help, Monsieur Lavoisier?
And how can I be of assistance to you, madame?
I need gunpowder to break through the door.
Gunpowder? But I don't have a speck of it, mon ami. Do you think I just walk around with explosives in my pockets?
Oh. I apologize. It was Monsieur de Mirabeau's idea.
Mirabeau? What is this ridiculousness? I suspect he knows full well whatever he's playing at. Where is the animal? So we can ask him what's truly going on.
He has left. He had an urgent matter to attend to.
Eh bien, I'm sorry, madame. If I could inspect the safe and determine what metal was used in its fabrication, I might be able to find a solution. But given the circumstances, I'm sadly not in a position to help you.
I understand. How do you intend to counter the king's actions?
Unfortunately, we don't have the upper hand. For now, we can only hope to protect ourselves from him. I am convinced that something is afoot. Something that could destroy all our hopes in an instant.
You have my full attention.
You should know that I am a gunpowder commissioner. As such, I oversee the provision of gunpowder to the kingdom's arsenals, l'Arsenal de Paris in particular. For the past 2 days, a large quantity of gunpowder from Marsangy has been sitting near Les Invalides. It's in a warehouse by the factories. But the men I sent to take possession of the cargo and transport it to the Arsenal have gone missing. Do you realize what this means?
The gunpowder could have fallen into our enemy's hands.
It's possible. One thing is certain. It's enough to destroy half of Paris. Whether it is still in the warehouse or has fallen into the wrong hands, we must find it urgently. Then, if possible, we must neutralize it.
How?
Simply by placing it in contact with water. Nothing could be easier in theory, but we must find a way to flood it.
Flood the gunpowder? You're out of your mind, Lavoisier. We're in the most desperate of situations and you want to deprive us of such a valuable resource. What will our cannons use once we have formed our army of patriots?
Your army, Marquis, is presently but a figment of your imagination.
I see. So you're one of those men who would sound the retreat before the battle has even begun.
I will go to the warehouse. Once I have located the powder, I will decide what to do with it. Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau?
My respects, Monseigneur.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Aegis. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at Place Saint-Merry. The path that led us to this convent was not an easy one, believe me.
Monseigneur, I would like to talk to you about your recent meeting with the Marquis de Mirabeau.
What has gotten into all of you? This has gone on long enough. I will say it one last time and pray that they will finally leave me alone. Nothing and no one will make me violate the secrecy of his confession. Have I made myself clear?
Perfectly clear, Monseigneur.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you again. It was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles. It counts some of the wealthiest plantation owners in the Empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santilles are most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money. Their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between 2 planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their exact words. It's hard to say what this could possibly mean, but I fear they plan to administer some foul drug to their slaves to force them to toil day and night, without rest. Our organization will not let these poor souls endure such a hell. Aegis, we must look into this. It is a matter of great urgency.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur de Robespierre? S'il vous plaît, do tell.
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor souls yourself on your indigo plantation?
I fight every minute of every day to improve their condition. No one would have the audacity to deny this.
If that's the case, then why wait? Free them. You preach abolition, yet you continue to line your pockets at their expense. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established colonial order because your entire fortune depends on it.
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus, Maximilian. You know nothing of the realities of Saint-Domingue. What would happen to all these people if I freed them tomorrow? Without an education, without a livelihood, I would be condemning them to the most abject misery. No. I must act with both compassion and realism.
It is true that every reform must be approached with prudence. This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle, my plantation in Guyane. There you will not find slaves, but workers who earn a weekly wage. And my plantation is no less profitable.
Ah, yes, profit. Because that's the most important thing. Don't you see, the law of nature gives every man the right to cultivate his own land.
Monsieur, calm yourselves. I implore you. Now is no time to quarrel. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely worrying. We must find out more about this plot to create sleepless slaves as quickly as possible. Aegis, you are the only one who stands a chance of making it to the Hôtel de Massiac alive.
Antonius's hiding place. A fight took place here. Franciscus Antonius. What unusual names. Whose cane could this be? Perhaps the guests at the Cordelier can enlighten me.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiat?
No.
Remember.
I found a cane inscribed. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Monseigneur,
What can I do for you, Aegis?
do the four names... Go on.
I'm sorry, Aegis, but that's...
Aegis, do you have a few moments?
Certainly, Mon...
I've carefully collected, but then I compared them with the observations made during my investigation. I came to quite the shocking conclusion. I believe, like clocks that never need, they get their energy from the souls of... They drink from the anima essence that permeates the purgatory described. These machines feed on the dead.
Is there any way to...
I believe there is always hope, Aegis, as long as I remain free to pursue my research. I keep thinking about the three Nemes. These echoes.
The alchemist.
Precisely, mon ami.
What have we to fear from an alchemist?
Not him, per se. Rather, the heretic who has
What do you...
What do I feel? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside. He had the priests forcibly removed. They hardly... Since then, only our Father in heaven knows what they've been doing.
What, you...
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur. Legend has it that Flamel was buried with it.
What is the Lapis Philosophorum, mon père?
The Philosopher's Stone. No one knows its true nature, or even what it might look like. All that is known is that it is said to grow. Its very existence is questioned, of course. Just imagine what sinister purpose the king and his accomplices might find for it.
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt. The priests always ensured, but now they're no longer there to... We need to know for...
But how?
Aegis,
Oui, mon père.
will you help us get to the bottom?
Did you not say that it was...
There is perhaps a solution. The penitent's door behind the Châtelet leads to the cap. It's only opened on Good Friday, but this year, I had the honor and here is the key.
Franciscus Antonius.
Let's see. No, that doesn't mean anything. Désolé, ma chère.
Goodbye, mon père. Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening,
Franciscus Antonius.
François Antoine. Hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebusier who killed the beast of Gévaudan. The affair took place during the reign of Louis the Beloved, just a few leagues from the castle where I grew up. I was still a young boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It caused a stir all over the country.
I doubt that it has anything to do with my case.
I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
I went to the meeting point. I had an
Get to the facts. Who did you meet there?
Madame de Polignac, the Queen's favorite. She made no secret of her reason for being in that desolate place. So now I know all about the precious cargo that is the cause of your great concern.
Seigneur. The children. What happened? Tell me that nothing bad has happened to them.
That remains to be determined. The evidence points to an ambush by the Duc d'Orléans' men. They apparently attacked the wagon the children were hiding in.
How the hell did they know?
This ambush could not have taken place without an accomplice.
Plague on all...
That still remains to be. 3 of them lost their lives.
Excellent. I bet it was my hussars who sent the vermin running.
Only they could tell you.
Would you be so kind as to go and find... My hussars are stationed at Les Invalides. That's from where they were to set off for Gros Caillou.
I went to the meeting. I had an unexpected...
Get to the facts.
Madame de Polignac. She made no secret of her so now I know all about the precious cargo that is the cause.
Seigneur. What happened? Tell me the...
That remains to be determined. The evidence points to an ambush by the Duc d'Orléans' men.
How?
This ambush could not have taken place without...
A plague on Orléans and his damned informant.
That still remains to be seen. 3 of them lost their lives.
Excellent. I bet it was my hussars who sent the vermin running. But why the hell haven't they reported to me yet?
Only they could tell you that.
Would you be so kind as to go and find them? My hussars are stationed at Les Invalides.
Goodbye. Monsieur Necker.
Madame? Eh bien, do you come bearing good news?
I'm not done investigating yet.
Don't give up. I remember. The last time I saw... That's in the Faubourg. As for the bonds...
Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No. Nothing at all. I'm very sorry that I'm of no help to you.
Eh bien. Do you come bearing news from Monsieur Marat?
No, not yet.
I have it on good authority that he is in the quarries in Montmartre. He's the only person who could show you a way to reach the Bastille. Don't forget.
I found a cane engraved with the name Franciscus Antonius. Who could it belong to?
Let me think a moment. I know an Antoine Francois, a printer on Rue de la Harpe. His surname is Momolo, but he is a man of the people and a true patriot. I doubt that he ever sported a cane with his name.
Goodbye, Monsieur. Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you?
I did not find the...
Vraiment? It's near Les...
Do the names Franciscus and...
No, nothing really.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing with that name either. I'm sorry, madame.
Goodbye, Monsieur. Monsieur Bailly. Does the name Francis...
We scholars, I imagine that we're actually looking for someone named Francois Antoine. But no matter how hard I think, I'm afraid it doesn't...
Did you go to the hotel?
No.
Remember,
See you like... fled in that direction. I should be able to find a way in. I have already passed by the Église Sainte-Marie. I can get back there quickly from here. Not a single one escaped. Traces of gunpowder. It would appear that Monsieur Lavoisier's gunpowder was taken to the Bastille. Barrels were stored here and rolled away. These grooves prove it. worshippers were able to escape the automats, they ran towards the entrance to the catacombs. Madame Necker escaped. I must inform her husband immediately.